Ethiopia has many investment potentials in the hotel sector. The country is the second most populous nation in Africa, endlessly rich in culture, and the seat of many international, continental, and regional organizations. It also boasts many cultural, historical, and natural attraction sites that can draw in significant numbers of local and international tourists.
There are so many things which attracts hoteliers to build hotels in different directions. One is Addis Ababa is the center of Africa. Due to this fact, that many people want to have accommodation and other services. Due to this fact, many people are encouraged. Also, the growing cities like Bahar Dar, like others, Mekelle, in the north, Oromia regions, and the southern parts of Ethiopia also, and the eastern parts, they do have their own attraction. Because of that, many tourists go and want to get service in that area.
This is one of the fastest growing economies, as we know, in Africa and in the world. And we see tremendous potential in Ethiopia, of course initially in the major cities, but over time in the secondary cities, especially as more toll roads and more infrastructure are developed by government right across the country.
All these investment potentials have been attracting a significant number of investors to the hotel business since 1991.
Before 1991, during the past region time, most of the hotels were under the government, so private hotels were not encouraged. So many hotels were not built at that time. But from 1991 onwards, due to the policy change, many hotels are coming up all over the country, not only in the center of Addis Ababa.
Nowadays, hotel industry is growing very fast in Ethiopia. I think it is a remarkable progress.
Hotel industry in Ethiopia is going fast at this moment. Especially the local hotels and international hotels are coming at this moment. And the number of rooms are increasing every year.
Just for reference, in 1991, we had more than 90 hotels all over the country who are qualified to receive tourists and to give service to them. But now we have reached more than 600 hotels.
The hotel industry is the best sector to accommodate a lot of employees. It can generate easily and protect easily the foreign currency, directly or indirectly. And also it's a sign of image building for the country.
Hotel investment is a lucrative business for potential investors aspiring to invest in the country. The government has been providing a number of incentives for hotel investors over the past 2 decades. The incentives aim to encourage their participation in hotel investment.
The Ethiopian government is giving a lot of chances for those who are investing on hotel and tourism industries. So this hotel also build this, and especially with the support of the government. So what I see is these times the government gives a lot of chance for this kind of business activities, especially for the tourism and hotels.
The government supports hoteliers in providing duty-free importation of important construction materials.
The government is encouraging now to give landers some privilege for this investment, but it needs more privilege, especially not direct investment only by investing, but in other service areas, because there have to be, in order to promote this industry, there are different type of ways, not only investing in hotels, not investing on resorts, something like that. You have to improve in general the service sector of the country.
The government has given different incentives actually for the hotel investors. Different building materials are given for star-rated hotels actually, not for every hotel. Hotels who have got standard actually to receive and that give service to tourists, and which are going to be classified as star hotels, are given an encouragement. They are allowed to bring construction materials with free of tax, finishing materials, and other equipments for the hotel operation. This is a big incentive really. It helps a lot for investors.
Understanding Ethiopia's investment potential and the government incentives for hoteliers, many foreign investors have started coming to Ethiopia. Several investors who participated in the African Hotel Investment Forum held in Addis Ababa on September 2014 have shown interests in engaging in the sector in Ethiopia.
Africa is hugely important to Marriott International, and we are the only global hotel chain that made a major commitment in 2014 to acquire Protea, which is an African-based hotel company of 112 hotels, which we acquired in April of this year, which really makes us now the largest hotel operator in Africa, with 120 operating hotels in 10 countries and a pipeline of 27 hotels and a further 5,000 rooms that will take us to 17 countries in Africa. Here in Ethiopia, we are delighted to have announced, of course, the building and next year opening of the Marriott Executive Apartments, and also a courtyard by Marriott that's under development.
The day this hotel will open, it will be seen by millions of people around the world. And automatically it will attract attention and awareness about Ethiopia and Addis Ababa. So that's the first thing, obviously, which we're very keen on, and we're very happy to be participating in this. The second thing is obviously the creation of jobs for the country. And that's obviously extremely important when the economy is developing so fast. The third thing, it doesn't only take to open a hotel. It's extremely important, we think, to open a hotel in a professional way with a strong brand, bringing in a know-how and passing this know-how to the local population.
This forum brings all major role players from the hotel sector, like the management companies of Accor, Starwood, Intercontinental, you name it, all the big ones like Kempinski, all of them, Resider, all of them are here. And the fact that they come here for the first time to put their investment forum here, organized here, will give us a very good chance of exposure for our country, so that other investors also will follow on their track.
Big international hotel owners and CEOs have come to Ethiopia. It shows that they have an interest to come over here. It gives them a chance to meet local investors, in addition to see the opportunities of the country. In addition, it was opened by the Prime Minister, that's forum. So the Prime Minister also talked to some of them. He gives them really a positive support, actually, if they come over here and invest in the country.
Definitely, it shows that our image is going up. We have a lot to work, because there are some situations which lead them to come to Ethiopia. There are a lot of forums and conferences are coming in the Ethiopia in the future, definitely, because our image is now regionally, our picture is changed. So far we have stable situations, we don't have any problem on that. We have to work on some issues, but definitely it indicates that our image is now globally changed.
Indeed, some foreign investors have already begun a hotel business in Ethiopia in partnership with local investors.
For the brand hotels, there are two ways of investment. There are direct foreign investment, which most of the managing companies are not investing directly their cash, but they are bringing in their management skill, their knowledge and their expertise and their connection they brought. There are some international hotels which they are interested to invest in the future because they have to bring money to the country, because most of the hotels are operated by and owned by the Ethiopian nationalities. So these people, in order to get some expertise, they need a foreign management companies like Marriott, Radisson, Intercontinental. There are a lot of companies which they are operating globally.
Because Ethiopia has got a potential in this area. Ethiopia has got many attractions, tourist attraction, which has not yet exploited. Also, it has got a potential compared to other African countries. As I told you, 10 historical and natural resources have been registered as heritage. So these are products to be seen, which we are beyond other African countries. Secondly, there are so many potential in the country due to the expansion of the investment, due to the expansion of each region, due to the development of each regions, in general, due to the development of the country.
The number of international hotels has been increasing across Ethiopia. However, there is still a huge demand for hotel service due to the increasing number of tourists and business makers.
Ethiopia needs more investment in the hotel sector because the country welcomes many international visitors for meeting, business and tourism activities. That is the reason we are planning to undertake huge expansion. Under this expansion project, we are thinking to build a hotel building that has 20 floors.
We can take it as a room supply for this industry. It is parallelly going with the other industries. When the industrial sector, the other manufacturing sector is increasing, there are a lot of investors are coming to Ethiopia to stay in Ethiopia and to invest in Ethiopia. So they don't have any space to stay. They need a place to stay. So it is directly related with the economic growth of the Ethiopia. So when the economic growth is increasing, definitely there must be an accommodation which have to be equivalently increased. So it's not yet finished now. We need more rooms. We need more facilities in food and beverage sectors. We need more relaxation places. We need some places to stay, even not here in Addis Ababa, concentrating in the countryside, because most of the investments are going out of Addis now.
Addis Ababa is one of the urban centers where hotel investment is significantly growing. Like any other hotel being built across the nation, hotels in Addis have high standards in every aspect. To further strengthen the quality of hotel services, the government has been undertaking several actions, especially incapacitating hotel professionals. This move will help the country to cash in greatly from hotel investment.
The quality of the service is measured one because of the quality of personnel each hotel has.
We have to work a lot on the human capital because Ethiopia needs more professionals. We have a good number of population. We have to give attention for the educated and professional hospitality guys. We need a lot of people which have to be trained globally. We have to show them the lead, how they operate the local businesses. So in the human capital sector, we have to work a lot. That's the most important thing that we have to focus.
In addition to giving the best services, most of the international hotels in the country introduce their clients to Ethiopian traditions and cultures through various ways. They have traditional restaurants that promote Ethiopian dishes, cultures, and history.
I like it. Habesha. Sometimes we go Habesha restaurant, and the traditional foods in Ethiopia is nice. You know, I like Ethiopian foods.
Oh, it tastes great. I love the Ethiopian food because it doesn't have the preservatives in it. It's organic.
In Ethiopian hotels, customers are not only served food and beverages, they are also welcomed cordially in a true display of Ethiopian hospitality. The natural hospitality is in the blood of all receptionists.
It's been really good. I feel like every place we've stayed, the hospitality has been really good.
Most of the people, when they are coming to first time to Ethiopia, especially also yesterday in the April, I think Ethiopians are totally different from other countries. Don't compare. So Ethiopians, people mostly, they are very kind, very smart, very lovely people, you know, and their hospitality is too high for foreigners. So I wish one day Ethiopia will be leader of Africa.
I think it's a very peaceful country, and I feel like the people here are very friendly and welcoming, and they seem to love to have people here to host them. So it seems to be a very just loving country.
Overall, Ethiopia's hotel sector has vast investment potential, with the government providing several incentives to increase the participation of local and international investors. Hotel investment is a lucrative business for potential investors aspiring to invest in the country.
Come and invest in Ethiopia, the cradle of mankind, the origin of coffee, an ancient civilization with a rich political history of fighting colonialism and defeating it, the country which is the political and diplomatic center of Africa and the headquarters of the African Union.